Welcome to another episode of Jumpin In The Pot. I'm your host, Marcia, and today I decided to make an Italian Caribbean fusion dish. And this is what's going to be jumping in my pot. Sicilian oxtail pizza. Let's get to it. These are the ingredients we will be using for the pizza dough. Olive oil, granulated sugar, yeast, salt, all-purpose flour, and warm water. I have a mixing bowl here, and the attachment I will be using is the dough. Now, first thing, I'm going to put the flour in. We're going to mix it up a little bit with just the flour because that'll make it get air in it, to build up some of the air, to loosen up the flour. Now we're going to add the yeast, the sugar, the salt, and the water. Slowly add the water in. We're going to let this mix up for about 5 to 6 minutes. Now we're going to add the olive oil in. Well, the dough has kneaded up enough, and this is what we do now. We just sprinkle a little flour on this cutting board I'm going to be using. And I take the dough out of the bowl, and we got to stretch it. Cutting it in half. Right. We already kneaded it. We just stretching it and making it into a ball. Make it into a nice smooth ball. Let's do the other one. Gonna take this and put it in the oil bowl. Turn it over to each side. And then we're going to cover it up and put it in a warm spot. While the dough is rising for an hour and a half, let's make the pizza sauce. These are the ingredients we will be using. I have crushed tomatoes. I have in this here cup basil and oregano. In this one here, I have diced onions and garlic. We're going to add a little olive oil to the pot. As always, the ingredients will be in the description box below. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Now we're going to put the onions and the garlic in the pot. We're going to let it saute up for about 30 seconds. So now we're going to put the crushed tomatoes in the pot. And the oregano and basil. Then we're going to stir everything up together. Yeah. Right. And let it simmer for about 10 minutes. Now let's check the pizza sauce. It's coming along nicely. Now, this is optional. I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper flakes to my sauce. You don't have to if you don't want to. Now we're going to let this simmer for another 5 minutes. I have the pizza sauce that we cooked earlier in this bowl here. And now I'm sauteing up some vegetables for the pizza. What I'm putting on mine is tricolor peppers, onions, and mushrooms. You can use whatever vegetable you like on your pizza. We're just going to cook this for about 30 minutes. Now let's check the peppers and onions. I'm going to take them out now. We're going to add a little more olive oil to the pot. Then we're going to add the mushrooms in and let them saute up for about 3 minutes, but all until they get nice and soft. Now we have a sheet pan here, and I'm going to put some olive oil on it. Spread it out with your hand all over the pan. And now we're going to take the dough. This is what we got to do. Now we got to stretch the dough out to fit the pan with our fingers. Now what we do is we're going to cover this up and let it rest for 10 minutes and come back and stretch it to fit the pan. Now it has been resting for 5 minutes. Let's see if we can stretch it now to fit the whole pan. Now we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on top so it don't form a crust while we let it sit and let it proof for about a half an hour. and out all the air bubbles. Okay, we're going to cover this up for half an hour now. Well, the pizza dough has proof. Now let's put all the toppings on. First, I'm going to put some sauce on. Spread it out. Oxtail I cooked a day ago. I season it with jerk seasoning. Now we're going to add it to the pizza. Now I'm going to add the peppers and onions. And the mushrooms. Now I'm going to sprinkle some minced garlic on the top. And now we're going to put some oregano and basil on top. Then we're going to finish it off with mozzarella cheese on top. Then we're going to pop it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes or until it's nice and crispy, the crust. My oven is set to 375 degrees. There you have it, Sicilian oxtail pizza. Enjoy. If you like what you saw today, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. And also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye.